Hey, everybody, I'm David with Bolivar Live. Well, once again, we're here with Stephanie, the Johnston Team, talking about mortgages and lending for homes, properties, and more. Whether it's a second home, maybe a retirement home, or an investment property. And today, Stephanie, today you said we're going to talk about lending because there's different pri- types of lending for different, whether you're doing a home loan for your personal home, whether you're doing a spec home as a builder. What's the different types of loans that you do?
So one of the things we are going to bring up today and talk through is construction financing. So I know down there we have a lot of lots and say, well, I love this lot. It's a great location, but what do I do with it? I need to actually build something on it. And so we offer all types of loans in general, conventional and FHA and traditional mortgages. But we also offer construction financing, which in lending space is actually something a lot of lenders don't do and don't specialize in. We close multiple construction loans every single month. I've personally done construction loans, so we know the lingo and how to work with builders and the overall process, which really helps consumers. But the main difference is you can go in and let's say that a builder has a lot listed or maybe a home listed. Sometimes they will build the entire home and sell it to you when it's finished. So you'll find that more in, say, a big development. A lot of times that'll be the case. It's a new build and you just get a standard loan, just you close when the home's finished.
Is that what you people consider a spec home?
Yeah, if it's a spec home, or even sometimes you'll have builders that might own a lot and they'll say, well, I'm going to build it to you. I'm going to build the home and I'm going to sell you the home when it's finished.
Okay.
That would just be traditional standard financing that we would normally see, which we offer, versus some builders, maybe if you're building a custom home or you find a lot on MLS or out there that's a great property and you go pick out a builder. A lot of times in that case, the builder will be expecting you to pay for the construction and to get the property built.
Well, and the other thing is you can find the perfect lot and get good pricing on it, but and maybe pay cash for the lot. A lot of people will pay cash and use that as part of their equity, but you have to be able to have that home built at a price point where your monthly payments,
Right.
I mean, I could find a lot for, 25, 35,000 maybe, but then if I build a house like I wanted, it may be, a lot more than what I expected. And so do you work with people, you know, as they're planning the home, the builder will
Yes.
let them know what it is?
Yeah, so one of the most important things when you say I want to build a house is we always want to look forward to what the end goal is going to be and make sure that that's going to meet out of pocket and monthly payment goals for the consumer. So even if you said I'm going to buy a lot, which we offer lot financing, so we will finance lots, large tracts, small tracts, all types. But if someone even says they're going to go buy a lot in cash, I always say give us a call and let us connect you and go through the process of getting with a builder, which we have great recommendations down there for builders, and so does Dave, of people that will take good care of you to make sure what it's going to cost to build and that what you expect it to be is in line. And then with that, we'll show you how much you need to, what it takes to get the construction financing, and then when the house is finished, what your monthly payments will be. So it's kind of backing into it, which seems early to do, and it's actually not, because sometimes we go down that process and exercise, and clients say, well, it might make more sense to just buy a home on MLS and buy something that's there, that's finished, and we go that direction instead, which we can do both and pivot.
If someone's wanting to buy a lot and then have a home built, maybe they've had plans for and they find a lot, is it better to get with y'all and do the purchase together, or is it better if they're ready to roll the ball to go ahead and buy the lot and then work on the construction financing and the home financing, or is it better to come to you and say, look, I found this lot, here's the home I want to put on it, can we do it as a package deal?
So I said the best thing is call us and we'll go through the pros and cons because we can do it either way. So I think if I'm hearing this right, you can close on a construction loan and a lot loan together is one direction, or you can buy a lot and say, I'm not going to build on this for 6 months, a year, I'm
Right.
going to take my time. Perfectly fine. I've done that on my own projects because it's a lot to do. Even if you're in the second category that you say, I don't need a construction loan today, I will still help you with the planning piece to say, again, map out what it's all going to look like and be comfortable, even if it's going to be a second, 2-part process. And we do both.
Okay. What about investors? That's a whole different ball game, isn't it? If someone's going out and saying, I want to get into the short-term rental business down here, here's 3 lots that I found, and we're going to build a home on one of them now, and then in another year do another one. Is it better to come to you and say, this is what we're wanting to do, and is the loan completely different?
So we'll offer financing if you are building a spec to sell as an investor. So that's one type of investor, or you're building a investment property to keep and rent out. So we always ask what you're going to do with the property at the end of it. So we understand, we can map out the best financing. And so if you're going to keep it as a short-term rental, exactly, we can help look at the price. And those are ones for sure we want to look at, because we'll want to help you with cash flow and know what the property is going to make versus what you're going to spend, and make sure that that's in line. So we can do that as well.
Well, and that's the good part about working with you. You're into that down here, and you've got realtors that you work with that know what houses go for. What houses go for. And so you can sort of direct people and give them your opinion on, look, this house ought to bring you in about this much under the typical circumstances, but this is what it's going to cost. Are you okay with that? Or, you're looking good on your cash flow.
Exactly. And we connect with the builder. So that's a great point, because when you look at building, we take the price of the lot and the price of construction, and you're adding that together to see, okay, when I finish, what is this house going to be total in at? We have great agents we can connect you with that can run that valuation to see if that's actually under market, if it's cheaper to buy something existing versus build. A lot of times you can pick up some instant equity by going through the build process. So it's actually sometimes a great option to do. And then one question we get a lot is, how do I make sure that this is a good investment? On top of that, we do an appraisal based on the lot and then the plans and specs of the home. So what you're putting into it and what you're building. So before you even start construction, we're checking to make sure that you're getting a good value on that purchase.
And that at the end product, that if it's an investment property, that it'll cash flow okay, so that you can cover the expenses and the maintenance and everything, because it's all about making money, down the road, and you don't want to get into where everything you make is ate up in the note and you don't have anything left for maintenance and stuff. Because that's, we get some of the homeowners down here, David, we want to advertise with you, and I say, well, it's this much, and I say it's a business. Oh no, this is, just a home that I rent. No, it's a business. You have to figure in maintenance. You have to figure in advertising. I mean, all that's figured in when you have a vacation rental down here. And it surprises me a lot of people don't do that.
Yeah, we actually took, I have some classes I teach. So if anyone's interested, we do that on getting into short-term rentals and all the factors. So we did one on calculating cash flow, and actually have some tools that I give the clients, things to factor in, all the sites that you can use that calculate gross income, but then a list of all the expenses and all the things you need to put into a home, furnishings, things of that nature, a checklist, and some estimates on that. So we get a little more than just lending. You get all that with talking with us and working with us on your construction or your home purchase.
Well, if people want to talk to you about what they have planned, maybe they want to talk to you about one of the classes, because you do several classes. You did one not long ago on condos, even down here. And it looked like a realtor convention in our parking lot. Whenever I walked out, it was this realtor and this. You had realtors from all over come down and go to your class on condos. If people want to know more about what you do and how you can help them, how can they get hold of you?
So down here at the bottom, the stephjohnston.com is our website. That will go and have all my contact information, text, email, phone, all that good stuff. Facebook, whatever works, reach out. We're happy to communicate in the way that works for you. And then phone is obviously a great time. We can just connect and talk. Those things still work. It's 214-576-2934. You can even see it on the Stingray's billboard. My number's huge across from Stingray's on the condos. That's the latest where Stephanie had to reach her on that billboard over there.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
kind of big.
Pictures and all over there. So I'm excited. Yes. Can't wait till they kick off that project down here. And we did a grand opening this weekend for another project that's going on down here. And man, things, hello?
I'm still here. I got you.
I lost you for a second. Hopefully things keep going good down here. You know, and for those of you that don't know, Stephanie has ties down here, not just lending, but she also has homes down here. And so she knows the Bolivar area. I'm actually wanting to go up to one of her lake houses that she has up there and get away from down here. So, well, Stephanie, thanks for joining us this morning. You know, we do this show every week talking about something in the mortgage business or lending business. And once again, if you've got something you're wanting to find out, maybe you want to see what kind of classes she does, because she does quite a bit. Classes, get hold of her and let her know what you're looking for, and she can point you in the right direction. Stephanie, we're going to head on out and get our day started, and I guess you are too. Did you get moved into your office and everything?
We got it started. I need to organize a little bit. So, okay. Look, there's a desk in the corner now. We actually have a desk in here instead of just.
Maybe I'll send you a plan to put in that back corner or something.
No, maybe this and turn around. You know, we're getting there. It's getting there.
Well, we're going to head on out. Until next week, I'm David with Bolivar Live with Stephanie from ServiceFirst Mortgage. God bless and bye-bye.